This episode of The Young Turks is brought to you by Squarespace.
Sarah Palin approval numbers have come out in Alaska, her home state, and it's a disaster. Her disapproval is up to 61%. Now you got to remember something. Sarah Palin's approval rating in Alaska, back before she was running for vice president, was up to 80%. To go from 80% approval to 61% disapproval is a giant swing. I'm not sure I've ever seen a swing that large. And that's it. Stick a fork in her. She's done.
No, but that
any idea that she...
That amazes me, Cenk, because the fact that she had such a high approval rating in Alaska makes me wonder, what did she do to stay under the radar? I mean, did she just not do any type of public speaking engagements? Did she just avoid all types of media interviews? How did she manage to do that? Because every single time somebody gives her a podium and tells her to speak, she says something that's unquestionably stupid. Okay, so how is it that people in Alaska were completely unaware of what an idiot she is?
Well, you want to know why she was that popular? And this is a great irony. Because she was a socialist. She taxed the oil companies a lot more money for drilling in Alaska and gave it to the citizens of Alaska. So they didn't give a damn how she spoke or what she said. They're like, oh, more free money. And in this case, it makes sense. It's the oil of the people of Alaska. If the oil companies are going to get it on the ground, why shouldn't they pay for it from the people who own it? It makes sense, right? It was the most popular thing she's ever done. And, of course, she went on to do the exact opposite from there on. And right now, she's a drill, baby, drill, but don't take away the oil subsidies, kind of typical Republican nonsense. And then when you discover... all of her goofy ideas. I mean, before, how in the world would they have known that she doesn't really know any Supreme Court cases, that she doesn't read any of the papers, that she has no idea what Hamas is, right? Until there was a national spotlight and they asked her all these questions. So when you put all that together, it winds up in this disastrous consequence for Sarah Palin. And let me just assure you that no one who has got a 61% disapproval rating in their own home state goes on to win a national election. That's it. It's over. OVAH. Sarah Palin is done. The rest is all just reality shows and goofiness, and she'll continue to make a lot of money. Don't get me wrong about that. But as far as real serious politics is concerned, end of this.
If you want to build a website or a blog, where do you go? You go to squarespace.com.
With Squarespace, you don't need any coding experience, and the best part is you can even edit your website on your iPhone.
They give you 24/7 support.
Go to squarespace.com/TYT and get a 2-week trial for free.